Hi Taurus, this is Teresa. Welcome to June. Getting ready to do your tarot reading for June. And first I want to call in some good energy and say thank you for everyone who is liking and subscribing to my channel. And thank you for the comments. I really appreciate your taking the time out to leave comments. And for those of you who have ordered readings, I thank you for your support. I have enjoyed working with all of you. And so let's see what's coming up for Taurus. We have a new moon in Gemini and a full moon in Capricorn at the end of the month. Gemini will be on the 15th of June. And Mars is going retrograde this month. So this should be an interesting month. So let's see what Taurus needs to know about love and relationship. What does Taurus need to know about love and relationship for the month of June? And anything else that might be important. What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of June? Okay, let's see. What do we have? Nine of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Page of Wands. The Death card. The Hangman. The Eight of Swords. The Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords. Oh my God. Well, it's good. It doesn't look as... You are coming to the end of a cycle, though. Something is ending and something new is beginning. New and wonderful. Okay, so we start out with the Nine of Pentacles. This is a card of someone who is surrounded by wealth and luxury and whatever. You know, you have your financial needs. Well, let's put it this way. You might have a nice house and you might have some material things, but you might also be feeling lonely in June. Like, what good is having all these things if I have no one to share it with? So you might be looking to, if you're not in a relationship, you might be looking to meet someone in June. You're thinking, you know, I'm really feeling like I need someone in my life. I'd like to have a relationship. If you are in a relationship, the Nine of Pentacles could mean that you're thinking of starting your own business or working for yourself in some way, because the Nine of Pentacles is someone who works independently. So either that you're a manager and they say, okay, you just handle this project and report back to us, like you're the only one who can handle it. No one can really micromanage you, so you're given a lot of freedom to do the job. It could also come up when you're doing, you know, like independent contractor work or freelance work. That often comes up. In any case, you have a lot of independence in relation to career matters, because I'm seeing more career here, which we'll get to in a minute. The Six of Swords is a card of moving away from a difficult situation and moving toward greater harmony. So you're moving away, and here's the Ten of Swords at the end. So something is ending. You're realizing in June, I have to stop putting energy toward this. Either it's a relationship, it could be a relationship. Something is ending because it's not going anywhere. You're stuck. You feel like you're stuck and nothing is moving. And you have to stop putting energy toward this dream or goal or relationship and start moving in a different direction. Something that brings more prosperity to you. And it may involve being more independent, you know, either working for yourself or working in a situation where you have more freedom. So the Six of Swords is also a card of communication. Maybe you need to talk to someone, have a conversation with someone. But whatever, the good thing about all these swords is that you're moving out of something that has been difficult. And sometimes the Six of Swords even can mean a physical move, that you're moving, you're changing location. Because you have the 6 and the 10 here. Sometimes when the 6 and the 10 come up together in a reading, it can mean moving away. So you might be changing your location in June, or at least thinking about it. Thinking like, maybe I need to be in a different area, maybe I'll have more opportunity in a different area. The Page of Wands is in your past. This is usually good news. It could be a relationship with someone who is a fire sign, but it could be a new relationship. Like some of you might have recently started something new with a fire sign, or someone, because the pages can be children, the pages can be messages, the page can be the beginning of a relationship at an early stage. You know, if it was a king, it's someone you already know. If it's a page, it's something new. But in any case, as a messenger, the page usually represents good news. So you might be receiving good news about something that you've been working on, or encouragement. In a relationship situation, it could mean that someone's contacting you, someone's wanting to connect with you. Now, the Death card is something that has influenced you and is now passing. So the Death represents it's again a cycle of change, ending and a rebirth. It doesn't mean death like physical death, but what it does mean is it's time for change. It's time for you to let go of, clear out your life. You might have been holding on to something that's just not thriving anymore. It's dead. A situation, it could be a relationship that's just not fulfilling. It could be a career situation where you're not growing. It's just dying on the vine. It's dead. You feel stuck. You have the Eight of Swords here, where you're just feeling stuck. You're feeling imprisoned. It's like, I'm not moving. I'm stuck in the mud. Everything's in limbo. I feel like I want to grow. I want things to change. I want things to move, and I'm just stuck. Sometimes the Eight of Swords comes up when we have a fear of moving out of something. So you could be in a relationship that you've been in for a long, long time, and you're afraid to move out of it. You're afraid of change. But the Death is saying you have to clear out the old. You have to clear out whatever's no longer working so that you can make room for the new, so that you can breathe new life into your relationship, or breathe new life into your career. The Hangman, that's another card of limbo. You've been stuck in limbo. The Hangman is also a card of patience. You have to have patience. You may feel like you're stuck now, or you may feel like things are not moving, but they are going to start to move, because I'll get to the Ace of Pentacles. But it's going to involve, because there is an opportunity coming. There's Ace of Pentacles here in your environment. And it will probably be toward the end of the year. And right now, you're just feeling stuck. So in June, you may feel like, I'm not moving anywhere, I'm stuck. Part of it is because you haven't cleared out the past. You're not making room for the new. So you have to kind of go through, and maybe even physically, feng shui your house. Get rid of junk that you haven't used in years. Clear out your basement, clear out your closets. Create that sense of space to allow something new to come into your life. Because the Hangman represents giving something up for something better. Taking a different perspective. Maybe you're thinking about a relationship in one way, or a situation, and you need to look at it from a different point of view. Because the Hangman, he's hanging upside down. He's looking at the world in a different way. He's seeing things upside down. It means taking a new perspective on your situation. But it also means sacrifice. The Hangman is a card of sacrifice. So maybe you feel like, well, what I have to give up, it feels like a sacrifice. I don't know if I want to give it up. I'm holding on. Here you got this Four of Pentacles. You're holding on to something. You're holding on to something that you need to let go of. And you're holding on because you're afraid that it's going to affect your security. You know, it's safe. You're holding on to something that feels safe. Like, I'm afraid to let go because what's going to happen if I let go? Will I still have the security? Like, it usually comes up when, you know, when someone thinks about starting a job or starting their own business. Do I quit my day job, you know, and give up my paycheck every week? You know, there's fear in that, you know. Do I leave this relationship that I've been in for a long time? And what if I never meet anyone else? You know, even though I'm not happy, you know, but it represents security to you. So in this month, though, you're going to cut to the point where you just can't keep doing the same old, same old. And for Taurus, you know, when Taurus finally gives up, it's over, because Taurus is the kind of person that will leave no stone unturned to save a relationship. They will hold on for dear life until they've exhausted every angle to try and save a relationship. And once they say, that's it, I'm done, there's no turning back. You can't, you know, a Taurus person that once gone is gone. So for some of you, because I'm getting mixed vibes on this reading, some of you may be thinking of leaving a relationship that you've been involved in, that's just not growing, that's just not doing it for you anymore. But you're afraid to move away from it because it represents security. Others, it could be a job. Maybe you're stuck in a job that's like a dead-end job. You're not growing. There's no room for growth. There's no new learning. There's nothing. It's just the same old, same old. So for some of you, you might be thinking of starting your own business, because the Nine of Pentacles represents, you know, the entrepreneur. It can mean working for yourself. Not so much the entrepreneur. That would be more like the Emperor. But it has an element of freedom, an element of solitude, like working from home. Working where you're making the decisions, you're not relying on someone else to tell you what to do. So you have this, but you have to get over your fear of security, you know, fear of lack of security. Like, you have to do something. You can't just sit there and wait. Like, sometimes Taurus has a tendency to sit and wait for things to fall into their lap. You gotta stop that. You have to take action. You have to get off the couch. And you have to, you know, and I know because I'm a Taurus, so I could say that. You have to make things happen. You can't wait for things to happen. You have to take action. Now, in your environment, you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a great card for abundance. This is a card of financial support, new beginning. You could have a new job at the end of the year. You could get a new job offer that will represent a lot more money, you know, bringing in abundance. Right now, with the Two of Pentacles here, you might be juggling. Some of you might be juggling two things. So if you're in a relationship that's stale, you might have met someone new, this Page of Wands, who is tempting you to leave the current situation. And now you're thinking, well, what do? Do I give up my secure relationship and go for this new Page of Wands person that represents excitement and newness and adventure? And it could also be a job thing because of all these pentacles. Do I give up my current stable job with my paycheck every week and go for something that can bring in more money, but it's a little bit more risky because I have to make all the decisions? It's kind of like doing your own business, where the buck stops with you. You can't, it's going to be more work, but it could bring more reward. Well, you might be juggling for a while with the Two of Pentacles. You might be doing both. You have your side gig and then you have your job. But whatever it is, Ten of Swords, something's coming to an end at the end in June. Or at least you're going to realize that where to put your energy. You're going to realize where you've been wasting your energy, where you've been wasting your effort. And you're going to realize, I need to put my energy somewhere else. So whether that's a relationship or a career, by the end of June, you're going to know what the situation is. So let's see what the astrology has to say. So we have the new moon in Gemini. And for you, that's in your second house. So for you, you could be starting something new that involves communication, the internet, science and technology, because the Gemini is about, communication, marketing. There could be some new project coming up that where you have to communicate more, but it's going to bring in money and bring in it's going to increase your, whatever you're working on that involves communication in June is going to increase your self-confidence, your self-esteem, and it's going to bring in money. So there's a new project coming up. Gemini is also, it could be a person. If it's a person, you could be meeting someone who's very Gemini-like, very talkative, very fun, spontaneous, a little bit flighty, quick, Geminis they're very sociable, very charming. And the moon is there too, so it could be sun or moon. So it could be someone who has moon qualities, Cancer, sun qualities, Leo, plus the ability to communicate, a good talker, a good communicator. And this person is going to somehow be affected to affect your self-esteem, affect your self-worth, affect your income ability. Mars is opposing the North nodes in the 4th house. So you might be taking some daring action in terms of your career. You may be involved, because Mars is the energy planet. Now Mars is going retrograde this summer. So I'm not seeing you actually move, or it's not a good time to take action. That's why this is happening at the end of the year. Now's the time to prepare. It's the time to get all your ducks in a row, work on the project, because Mars is work, taking action. You may be working on some kind of technological project over the summer, but it's going to bring results by the end of the year. It's going to bring you recognition and esteem. Uranus is in your 1st house. Uranus is in Taurus, okay, this summer. It's going to move back into Aries and then move back into Taurus next year. But for the summer, you're going to be feeling it. If you're born in early April, you're going to be feeling this Uranus energy, and that's the need to change. Taurus is like, I'm tired of... Taurus is going to shock a lot of people because they're so predictable. And when Uranus hits your sun, you're going to be like doing something totally out of the box, where you're going to, you might just make some major changes. All of a sudden, people are going to be, what happened to her or him? All of a sudden she's doing like this, she's just doing something else. I mean, she's acting out of character. She's becoming more spontaneous and breaking out of the rut, getting off the couch, getting out there, doing things. You're going to feel this restless energy, and you're going to feel like, I want to do something. I need to make changes in my life. And you are going to change, because the 10 of Swords, you can't go any. Once you get to the 10, you're done. Things can only go up. The 10 of Swords is like, okay, I'm at the end of the line in this situation. It can only get better. So whether it's a relationship ending or a career path ending, you're moving on to something better. You're releasing something that has died, and you haven't been willing to throw out the plant, that dead plant. It's like you've got these dried flowers on your table in a vase. It's time to throw them out. Get them out. Get some new roses in there. Saturn, you have Mercury opposing Saturn from your 3rd and 9th houses. So you're definitely going to be working hard on a communication project in June. And, the bosses there could be some, it's really going to be, you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to be very thorough. And you're going to have to really do a lot of thinking, serious thinking. But the thing about Saturn, you may be working hard, but when you do the work, Saturn gives you a wonderful reward, and your reward is coming. So don't be afraid of the work. It's going to pay off. Now, we have a full moon in Capricorn at the end of June, June 28th. And this moon is conjunct Saturn. So whatever you're completing, it's going to be criticized. It's going to be looked at critically by authority figures. So make sure you get all your ducks in a row. Make sure you do the right thing. And that's also happening 9 and 3. So you're finishing up some type of project. It could be a web project, a communications project, something that involves, publishing, writing, higher education, communication, whatever it is. you're going to feel like, oh my God, I really worked hard this month and now it's done, thank God. But it's going to represent, it's going to bring you some luck in your career. It's going to bring you luck and recognition. It's not, the road may not be easy because you've had to really work and struggle through it. But once you reach that point of completion, it's going to be like a relief. Oh, it's done. I don't have to worry about that anymore. So you are coming to the end of something that has been draining you, that has been not productive. But the good news is, look at this ace. Hold on to this. The ace is promising you abundance and reward at the end of the year. The ace represents December, January, February. So in those 3 months, it could start in December. It could be probably because you have the Ten of Swords here. By next year, the beginning of next year, you're going to get your reward. So don't be afraid to work hard on something you really believe in. Don't be afraid to let go of something that's dead and dying and not progressing. Something that's been holding you back, making you feel trapped and imprisoned. Let it go. If it's a relationship, let it go. Don't waste your energy. Move on. If it's a career path or a job that's just not giving you what you deserve, let it go. You have the Ace of Pentacles in your future. You have new beginnings that are waiting for you. So you just have to step out of your comfort zone and claim them. So that's my forecast for June, Taurus. I wish you luck and courage. And I know you have the talent to be a success in the world, so go out there and get it. Let the winds of change brought by Uranus, or Uranus, let the winds of change blow through your life and give you some fresh air. Get rid of all that stale, stagnant energy and start something new that you can really be excited about. So enjoy June. If you'd like to have a private reading, the link is in the description box. You can schedule one with me and we'll be working together. So have a great month of June and I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.